Hi, welcome to a new video. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the weekend. It will have already been the weekend for you by the time you're watching this, but it is almost the weekend for me and I am really looking forward to that. If you watched the last vlog, you'll have seen that I ended up taking a kind of midweek mental health day, which was really nice. Now it's kind of been back to work. So yesterday I was on campus and today I just have a ton of teaching work to do. It's not that bad, it's just a lot of little bit. I had a Zoom call earlier today. Before that I had physical therapy. I've got the beginnings of a task list, so I need to add some stuff just to make sure I don't forget anything. I'm not sure how much book work I'll get done today, but that's fine. I'm kind of planning on taking tomorrow and Sunday as kind of an at-home writing retreat day. I'm gonna just make myself work on primarily editing. I just really need to get editing done. I really just have about 9 days left, 10 including today. So before I really have to start copy editing, because I don't know, I've been going back and forth. Like a few vlogs ago I was talking about how even if I gave myself more time, I would still feel like I need more time. Like even if I said, okay, I'm delaying launch by 5 months, 5 months from now I'd still be feeling exactly how I feel right now. But then on Wednesday I was just feeling so shaky about everything that it was like, maybe I do need to push back the launch. And today I'm back to feeling like, no, it can get out. I think I'm just getting in my head about my own insecurities, but the majority of the beta feedback is like overwhelmingly positive. Thinking about it over the last couple days and thinking about the notes that are left, like I know I can handle this. I know I can get those changes made. So I just need to really knuckle down and focus on it, get it done, so that I can move on to the next stage, because I have been editing this for a while and it's never going to feel perfect and it's never going to feel like I have addressed everyone's concerns. The book is fine. Just finish editing and publish it. And it goes back to what I was talking about in that other vlog, and a few of you said that you've struggled with the same thing of just having to recognize that like sometimes you do just have to let the book go. I'm going to try to do some work on things today, but it might just be with the time I have remaining today, it's probably going to be all teaching. I want to try to get caught back up on that so that I'm not starting kind of from a behind place on Monday. And then this weekend is going to be focused on a lot of writing stuff. So we'll talk more about book stuff over the weekend, but for now I need to go get some food because it is 1:30 and I am hungry. It's almost 2. I'm really hungry. I haven't had lunch and I just had a little bit for breakfast earlier this morning. So I need to go eat. I need to make some coffee. Just see how much grading and drafts I can review and emails I can check. There's a training call seminar thing I need to watch. So yeah, just gonna put my head down and get as much work done as I can after I've had coffee. Okay, I think I need hot chocolate. I finished my coffee. It's 4:45, so I can't have more coffee. But I just feel like I want something warm and comforting to drink right now. Update on where we are. As I said, it's 4:45. I am not done grading. And I was not thinking. Wednesday, when I took my little mental health day, that was desperately needed, so I don't regret it. But on that day, there was nothing that had to be graded by that day. Today, there is stuff that I should grade before the end of the week and before I clock off for the weekend. I'm gonna be working a bit late tonight. I'm hoping I can have everything done by 6. That might be pushing it. I just kind of felt like, at first I was thinking earlier today, I'll get caught up on as much grading as I can. And then it was like, oh, but actually, I should have started with this class. I could have put off grading for my hybrid students because that was just resumes and they don't need their resumes graded in order to do the next assignment. But some of these students in my online class do kind of need the reports as well, because there are issues that I'm flagging on the report final drafts that because the proposal and the reports are formatted the same way, it does help to see their final grade on the report, especially as regards to the formatting before they work on the first draft of the proposal. So I kind of ended up in a position today where it's like, I really should get all of this graded. So I'm gonna just work a little late tonight, and that's fine because then I won't have to worry about grading on Monday. I've done everything else on my list for the day as far as teaching work goes. So the only thing I haven't done is any book work, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. So I'm not that stressed about that. Although I do want to do a lot of reading this weekend. I want to try to finish A Very Perry Wedding. I have a feeling once I sit down and really dive into that book, it's gonna go fast. And I'm currently tracking, it is 2 stops away. I love when Amazon gives me the map of where the delivery driver is. So I have a book arriving. Oh, and I see the truck. He is outside my window. Oh, and he actually knocked. I'm gonna go get that. They usually don't knock. Ooh, I love the way her cover turned out. So this is From the Shadows by Mackenzie Burns. She is one of my Instagram author friends, another indie author. It sounds like it's a fantasy, paranormal, supernatural, and the cover, I mean, everything just turned out. I'll let you pause that if you want to read the description. It looks really, really good. Ooh. See, this is something I'd like to get into, but I just haven't been able to yet. Her chapter headings are gorgeous. That is really cool. So I am going to have fun digging into this as soon as I finish Marie's book, A Very Perry Wedding, which I have started because I finished reading my mom's book. And I can't wait until Mom publishes that because it's really good. And I think some of you guys will enjoy it. But I will keep you posted this weekend because I'm really hoping I can finish, even though I've got my book work to do, I'm really hoping I can finish both Marie's book and Mackenzie's book this weekend because I do want to take time to just chill out and read and not be only focused on my books. I'm gonna get my lo-fi playlist YouTube video turned back on because it is now 5 o'clock, so I need to get back to work and back to grading. But I do want to try to get this all graded before I stop for the night. But this has been our update. Got more book mail. Really excited about this. Okay, back to grading. Let's get this done. Saturday, and it's a nice quiet Saturday. I have been up for a while. I didn't sleep in, not really, but I woke up with just an absolutely splitting headache, and I still have it. So I've been lying in bed trying to see if this headache will pass while listening to A Discovery of Witches on my phone. Made some good progress in it. I've been listening to this for about probably almost 3 hours now, so I have made some good progress. But I'm ready to put that aside. I want to read A Very Perry Wedding. Try to finish that today so that tomorrow I can start Mackenzie's book. I'm up to chapter 10 in A Very Perry Wedding. I'm not quite halfway, but I'm almost halfway, and I'm really enjoying that book. So I'm going to finish that today, and then I'm going to do some editing work. So I've got my project notebook out. I think I want to go through, like, I've printed off the Google form beta feedback, and I've highlighted the feedback that I want to try to address. So I think I want to go through and try to get a bunch of these, as many as I can, crossed off. That is the goal for today. I'm going to put some music on and grab my Bose speaker. I'm going to take that over to the sofa area. I need to get some coffee and some food because I haven't eaten yet. So it is a beautiful day. It is getting cooler. I think it's currently 88. I think we're getting up to like 90. It says 91. If it's 88 now, it might end up getting up to like 93. But tomorrow it's supposed to be only 79, and now it's up to 70% rain. And then it's 80s for all of next week. It's amazing. I'm so happy. But anyway, I'm gonna go make coffee and get myself situated out here. It's almost 7 o'clock. I lost track of how long I edited for. At least a couple hours, which is good. I finished A Very Perry Wedding. It's very good. The Very Perry Wedding is very, very good. I really enjoyed it. So I was reading that, and then I started getting an idea that was kind of sparked by something that I read but was completely different from what I read. I got an idea for Independent Hearts, so I did my outlining in that. I ended up having 2 ideas, and so I thought before my poor frazzled brain can't remember these anymore, because I didn't. Normally if it's a good idea it'll still be there, but it's like, since I need to work on this anyway today, let's just do it now. I was able to get to that goal, and then I went back to reading, finished the book, finished A Very Perry Wedding, and then switched to editing. So the only thing I haven't done today is writing, but that's okay. So I think tomorrow, I've worked through most of the notes in my notebook and on the one printout. So tomorrow I'm going to go through the notes from the Google form and try to narrow those down. Got 3 different places I've got notes kind of clustered, and I thought earlier that I would work through them until I'd condensed it down to just like 3 or 4 things I needed to focus on as I was reading back through the whole book. Now I think I'm getting to a point, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I think I can get to a point where I can just take all these random notes and condense it down to 1 page and then order it by where in the book it comes, so I can have at the top things that are just throughout the whole book I need to be aware of, and then if there's a few things that are like chapter specific, I can list that out. And then next week, through this next week and next weekend, I can then work through that list. It's just right now I'm getting to a point where like I'm flipping and there's multiple pages I'm looking at, and some pages only have like one note. And if I'm having to flip through multiple pages, it just gets too confusing. So tomorrow, I'm going to keep working through it the way I've been, and then just condense it down to one page. Because I'm almost to a point where I think I can get all of the notes kind of summarized and condensed and on one list that I would be able to see and have set up like next to my computer while I'm working. Exciting discovery of last night. Great British Bake Off is back. I'm sure all my British viewers are gonna be like, yeah, Andrea, we know. But there hasn't been any, like, there's been no promos on Netflix. I haven't gotten any emails from Netflix telling me that it was coming. I literally just turned on Netflix last night and it was thankfully up at the top as like the main thing. So I'm kind of like glad that I found it, but like why was there no promo for the American viewers? Not that I saw. So that was exciting. I watched the first episode. I was tempted to save it so that I'd have like 2 episodes to watch next week, but I couldn't resist. I had to watch it. So that was exciting last night. Don't know what I'm gonna watch tonight, but I will find something. I'm ready to just kind of turn my brain off now. Need to stop thinking about my books. Need to focus on other stuff. Go to sleep. Have a nice night. And then I can get back to editing tomorrow. As you can tell by the smile on my face, it's raining. It's not raining really hard, but it's been raining, I think, most of the morning. I'm just loving this so much. I'm just gonna go get some coffee, I think, and sit down in my chair and continue reading From the Shadows. I started reading it last night. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna read in that for at least an hour or so. I need to edit a vlog for tomorrow, and I obviously want to do a lot of book work. Yeah, I also just want to relax today. The rain is definitely going to help with that. This is just making me so happy. Anyway, I'm not going to vlog me sitting here staring out the window, and that's really all I'm finding myself wanting to do, is stare out the window. It is now 5:30 something. I'm not ready for this day to be over. I'm just not. I'm not ready for the clouds to go away. We're starting to get the blue sky back. The rain is done. And I did as much bookwork as I hoped I would be able to manage, but I still spent pretty much most of yesterday reading. Let me get the books that I've read this weekend so we can recap those. I feel like this vlog has just turned into like a weekend reading and writing vlog. So I finished this one. Really enjoyed it. I've only read this book and the novella by Marie, but it's making me want to read more of her work. She's got a Christmas novel coming out. I think she said on Instagram November she's gonna release it. It's going to be called, she mentions it in the back here, it's going to be called Escaping Christmas. And it features one of the characters in one of the locations that gets introduced in this book. And from what got introduced in this book, I'm really excited to read that. So yeah, so I read this, I've added it to Goodreads, really loved it. It definitely lived up to my expectations after reading A Very Perry Christmas, which, as I've said before, you don't have to read that to read this, but I really recommend it. Read both. Support an indie author. Read both. They're both really good. And then today I've been reading this one, From the Shadows by Mackenzie Burns. And I'm pretty much halfway. I am really enjoying this. If you're looking for something darker, it's definitely darker. Definitely darker than this one. If you're looking for something a little bit dark, a little bit moody, a bit of fantasy, people with special abilities, bit of a revenge story, I'm really enjoying this one so far. I haven't read any of her other published works, but I did beta read for her for a different book. And so I do know in general, I do like her storytelling style and the way that she structures her stories, and so far this one is living up to what I remember of that one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this one. I will probably pace myself a little bit, but I will probably do some more reading in this tonight, and then also I want to do some more listening in A Discovery of Witches, the audiobook that I'm listening to. I am now cooking dinner. I don't have a question. This goes up on Wednesday. Let me know how your week is going so far. Let me know how your weekend was. Now that you've just watched how my weekend was. How was your weekend? Say hi in the comments and all that good stuff. Give the vlog a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be amazing. And yeah, I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!